Hello, crafty community. This is Sherry. Welcome to the next video in our fun video hop for the Pink Paper Peppermints grand opening of the new shop. Yay! My demo for you today is my process for making a pocket letter. Since the new kit, Hello Friend, is Happy Mail themed, I wanted to do my favorite kind of Happy Mail, which is, ta-da, the pocket letter. And I did use Hello Friend, the kit, to make this pocket letter. I have it featured in my Instagram. And if you want to get a closer look and that it doesn't have this glare, you can go to Instagram. One thing about pocket letters is that the pockets are plastic and they do have a lot of glare. So for that, I'm sorry. We're just going to have to put up with it a little bit here in this demo, but we're still going to have a ton of fun. This pocket letter is one of my all-time favorites that I have made. Of course, I say that about every single one. I have, the last year or two, I've been putting things on the outside of the pockets. Have you ever made a pocket letter? I would be curious to know. I keep shaking it like it's dancing. This one has some sewing on it. You can kind of see the stitches that I chose in the back, and it's just got some fun details, the pink lace, and I love the background paper, the butterflies, the friend theme. It's just delightful. And what I'm going to do for my demo today is I'm going to make a pocket letter. Most of it is already made, but I'm going to assemble it. And each pocket is going to give you a part of my process for making pocket letters. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to show you the pocket that I'm starting with. So these 9 pocket sleeves can be found, I get mine at Walmart, but you can find them at any hobby store that sells like Pokemon cards and things like that. And you can usually find them at Walmart, and you can find them online. And they have 9 card pockets that would fit a card that is 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And I will say that number again later on. And I wanted to let you know, the first thing I do when I'm making a pocket letter is I plan. So that's going to go here in pocket number 1. I did use some numbers from the Clip and Collage collection called Numberly. And then the background paper is from Hello Friend. So the first thing I do is plan. For this particular pocket number, my planning just consisted of jotting down some ideas for what would go into each pocket, and then picking what I wanted from those ideas and going with that. But planning can be, sometimes my planning is just an assembly of the things that I want to include in the pocket letter and a theme. But this pocket letter is Happy Mail themed and how to make a pocket letter themed. So I got the numbers and numbered each one. The second thing I usually do after I'm done planning is I shop. And I'm not talking about going to Hobby Lobby. I'm talking about shopping my stash. I have so much in my papercraft stash that I try not to buy new stuff. I really need to use up what's in my stash already. So I go shopping in my craft room, and it's super fun because it's like a store that was made for me, where everything was hand selected just for Sherry. Is your craft room like that too? So with the colors in mind, with this really fun Hello Friend paper kit, with those colors in mind, I pulled some flowers, I pulled some gems, I got a little pop of red because there's some like reddish sort of tones in some of the stuff, some ribbon, here's some bows, I got some, postal scissors because there are stamps in the Hello Friend kit. So I got some postal scissors so that I could cut stamp shapes if I wanted to. And now those came in really handy. Got some washi. I happen to have some stamp washies. Some pink and a sort of a mustardy yellow, which goes really well with some of the yellows in the kit. A die cut where I can take any sort of paper and make stamps cut out of it. And I also, I thought this was a little bit postal. I don't know, maybe because of that stripe, which is very postal. Just gonna put those aside. And then I grabbed some stamps that are of stamps. Postal stamps, or the postal stamp cancel thing. And I just had all of these available and ready to go just in case I decided to use them. And you will see that I did not come close to using all of the stuff in here. As a matter of fact, a lot of it I didn't use. The collection has so many pretty papers that I didn't really need to embellish a whole lot. But I wanted to kind of show you that that's what I usually do next. And then the third thing I do is with my papers that I'm going to use, I cut the cards. Now for this particular pocket letter, I use some of the journaling cards that came in the kit. And let me put number 3 in here. All right. Oh, it's going to be... This pocket letter, when assembled, is going to look so different from the one that I showed you. And I think that's really cool because they both came from the same kit. And that's one thing I love about digital kits is that you can make 2 completely different projects with the same kit and no one would ever know that they were from the same kit. Such amazing variety. So I had cut some of these journaling cards for this pocket letter. Like this is a journaling card. This is a journaling card. This is paper. She has postcard paper in the kit. It's so pretty. Here's a journaling card that I cut, but I did not use. And I'm just going to show you real quick how you can cut a journaling card size. Okay, so what I do is I cut, so journaling cards are 3 by 4 typically, but the pocket letter size is 2.5 by 3.5. So what I do is I find the side that I know that I'm gonna really like. So let's say I'm cutting this one for the pocket letter. I'm gonna go ahead and trim around the edges. Okay. And these journaling cards are so pretty. And everybody, they come with words and sayings about friendship, or you can get them blank. And that's another thing I love about Pink Paper Peppermints kits, is that Melissa always has both choices for you, those with words and those without. So what I just did there was I lined it up and cut it to 2.5. And 2.5 is the top and the bottom of the pocket. So I would want this to go basically this configuration. And then the length is 3.5. So now I'm going to turn it, go 3.5 and trim it. And there you have a journaling card cut down to size for a pocket letter. And one nice thing about using journaling cards in a pocket letter is that they're all ready to go. It would take me so long to make something this beautiful on my own, but I have them readily available in the journaling cards. So journaling cards are fun to use for pocket letters. And so the third thing I do is I cut all the pages out that I'm going, or the cards out that I'm going to use in the pocket letter. And for this one, I use some journaling cards, and I also use some of the pretty papers. Oh my goodness, the papers are so pretty. Okay, this postcard page, I used the teal colored one for the pocket letter that I showed you at the beginning. And I just cut it and assembled it from that. Oh my goodness, so pretty. So that's the third thing I do. All right, next. The fourth thing I do is I take all the cards that I've cut and I try placing them in, I don't put them actually in the pockets, but on top of the pockets where I might want them to go. And I just play with the configuration till I find something that I like. And then I get ready to do number 5, which is decorate. Number 5 is my favorite. Decorate. That's when I pull out all of the ephemera and the fun little bits and bobs that I want to add to the pocket letter. And I start placing them on the cards where I want the cards to go and figuring out just the basics of how I want everything to look. And these in this little pile here, I have ephemera from the kit. I have, and also word art from the kit. And oh, there's a page of word art that has such pretty, almost like journaling cards in them, but just little sayings and stuff. So gorgeous. Really had a lot of fun choices in the ephemera and the word art. All right. After I'm done decorating, and by decorating, I just, like I said, I put things kind of like where I want them to go on the cards, and then I adhere them. And for this particular pocket letter, I went ahead and used my glue, but I also used some staples because I don't know, it seems kind of postal to me to use staples like a post office. I don't know why, but it was fun. It was fun using staples. The sixth thing I do once I have my cards in there and I've decorated them is I work on the border. Now this border is already done. I settled on some washi, but my original idea was to take some of the stamps from the Hello Friend kit and to make a border collage. And I also used some stamps and printed them on paper and cut those out with those postal scissors I was showing you. Here's one of the ephemera that says Kindred Spirits, a little banner. I cut it in half and put it on there. This turned out so adorable. I just love it. And it's all on masking tape, and then I just ran it through my sewing machine with a zigzag stitch so everything will stay real nice. And it would look really gorgeous. But because I'm using the like the postcard paper and the journaling cards, it was a little too busy. So this will be set aside for another project, like to put in a journal or to put in some Happy Mail or something like that. But it's so pretty. And I just went with simple washi because I didn't want to overwhelm my senses in this. I didn't want to overwhelm anybody's senses. But isn't that border so cute? Okay. After I plan, shop, cut, place everything and decorate and add my border, the next thing is that I let the pocket letter sit and I reflect. So I let it sit overnight and I reflect. And when I come back to the pocket letter the next day, I always add a little something or change a little something to make it even better. Once you let it sit for a minute and come to it with a new set of eyes, you will see things and you will improve on what is already there. And since my Bonanza Game letter is number 7, I thought this would be a good time to let you know what that is. My letter is G. So go ahead and write that down, everybody. This is my Bonanza letter. I was going to say number. G. Number 7. Go to that square. Oh, actually, I have the thing here for you. If you don't have your Bonanza card, you should definitely get that. I believe that you can get it by going to Pink Paper Peppermints shop. And it's free. The game is free and the prize is fun. All the instructions are right here. And for this box right here that says 7 Sherry, that's me. Write a G in there. Write a G in that box. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so that's number 7. I reflect. I just let it sit and then I come back to it with a new set of eyes, maybe make a few changes, etc. Number 8 is just as much fun to me as number 5, which is decorate. Number 8 is pack the pocket letter. And by packing, I mean put something in the pockets that is a little goodie for the person that you're going to send the pocket letter to. Now, I'm not going to pack this particular pocket letter, but I did show you, or I do have something to show you that is a pocket letter that's not made into a pocket letter, but it's just packed. These are some ideas. There are so many things that you can pack into a pocket letter. You could do a whole video on that alone. Oh, and one thing I did is I put these borders here. I was going to do that on this one, but again, once I started really doing it and reflecting, it would have been covered up some of my words and stuff. So, but I decided to put it here just so that you have that little extra bonus idea. So packing, in this one, I packed these pretty gemmies, some stamp stickers. This is sticky notes that I got a long time ago. I always put sticky notes in my pocket letters and share those. I like to put something a little handmade and from the kit. This is my favorite paper in the kit. It is a pink lacy paper, and I accidentally printed on regular printer paper instead of my cardstock printer paper. And so what I did was I tore it and then I made these little paper ruffles out of it. And they're really nice to put in journals or what have you. So a little something handmade is nice. Some sequins are nice to put in. Some washi samples are always lovely. And this is from the ephemera. This little tag is from the ephemera. And this little thing that I put at the top of the tag, like to pull it out, is also from the ephemera. And then there's die cuts. Die cuts from this kit that you're using are always a nice little gift to send in a pocket letter. This is from the labels. Little doilies. Oh, I love that this kit has doilies. This is from the word art. It's one of those things I was telling you about. She is your friend who pushes you nearer to God. And then these tags were also from word art. This little cute little doily. That might be my favorite ephemera piece from this kit. I like to put in something sparkly. And this time it is these gold bow stickers. And those I got at Target. You can get gold heart stickers at Target too if you go into their card aisle. And then I included some labels, which are in with the word art and labels in that kit. So here's a few ideas for you. The border might be okay. Anyway, gotta fit that border in somewhere. Okay, that is number 8. Pack your pocket letter with goodies. You can fit tea bags and thin mints and all kinds of fun stuff in there. And then the last thing that I do is I post my pocket letter. And by post, I mean, well, I guess it is kind of a dual meaning. Post my pocket letter on Instagram so others can see what I've made. But what I really mean by this is that I take it to the post office and send it off, which can be said you posted it in the mail. I wanted to use a simple word, so I used that. That's number 9. That's my 9th card for the pocket letter, and that is the last step in my process. And I just wanted to show you some of these really fun labels that you could use if you were to use this kit to make a pocket letter. You could use these when you post them, when you address your pocket letter and send it in the mail. And another really fun addition, I haven't finished making my Happy Mail organizer yet, but oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, so this comes with the kit too. It's a Happy Mail organizer. You can put your addresses in here. You can keep track of Happy Mail that you've received and Happy Mail that you sent. It is quite a lovely booklet. I absolutely love it and can't wait to finish it and use it. It's just gorgeous. Thank you for adding this to the kit, Melissa. It's so fun. And that is my process and my demo of how to make a pocket letter. Don't forget that magic number 2.5 by 3.5. If you cut it to that size, it'll fit in the pocket. Have fun. If you've never made a pocket letter, try it. It's just a lot of fun. And pocket letters aren't just for sending to your friends. They can be used for other things too. Like I have a pocket letter that has the think on these things. Each one of those takes a pocket. You could do the fruit of the spirit. You could do a pocket letter for a book of the Bible that you are studying, you know, where you have the author and the major themes and theme verses and all kinds of stuff. Pocket letters are a versatile, fun, enjoyable thing that you can make and use up some of the stuff in your stash. But if I were you, no matter how full my stash was, I would grab that Hello Friend kit because it's super lovely. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. The next video is going to be in my description. I hope you're enjoying this hop. And thank you, Melissa. I'm having so much fun with all of this. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.